We're just going to do a little warm up first. So firstly, let's just check in with a good posture. So set your feet hip distance apart, spread your toes, engage through those core muscles. So you want to feel that engagement through pelvic floor and then engagement through deep abdominals. All right, so throughout the practice, I'll remind you to engage through there. And then if we just start to take it up and down, okay? Just as we do with a gentle Pilates warm-up, we just start to gradually build a little bit of heat and just get things flowing. In, breath up, and exhale down. Start to bend those knees when you're ready, hips go back, and come up on the in-breath. Hips go back on the out-breath. Knees, make sure they're aligned with your feet. Keep that neck nice and long, shoulders soft. Strong through your center. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out on the way down. Coming up, hold it up there. Stretch it up. Fingers reaching. Up on the toes, working into balance. Down through heels, turning to the right. Sweeping around. Checking in with your back here, hips. Okay, take an in-breath at the top. Exhale to sweep around. Again, relax through the shoulders, through the neck, but strong through your center. Softening the knees where you need to. As you just articulate through the spine. Let's do one more. And then release. Shoulders back and around. Releasing there. Okay, let's take the hands out. Take the legs out even. Stretch the arms out. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. So standing saw. Twist. And reach, twist, and reach. And you can rotate through that back hand as you reach down. In breath, twist, and exhale, reach. So just trying to get that range. So you're getting that rotation through your middle spine. And then we're working into the hips. We're working into the hamstrings, inner thighs. And do one more of those. And then turn the toes out and then squat down. So again, just to arrange for you. As you go down, let's reach the hands, open up through the chest. Okay. So in breath down, out breath up. As you come up, stroll through your thighs, your glutes. Go as deep as feels good for you, building that heat. Couple more of those. And then release, tuck those toes back in again. Okay, just take a gentle stretch. So from the hips, just fold down, track your hands down, feel the stretch into the back of the body. And then take the hands up onto the thighs and just start taking it side to side. Okay, again, to a range that feels good for you, pull the belly and lift the chest. If you want to add a reach, you can do that as well. Reach, twist, reach that back hand away again. Breathe. And then coming up, and then let's bring those feet back to hip distance. Okay, so we're just going to take the right knee up, and we're going to find a bit of balance. So balance challenge, reaching up, coming back down. So as you reach up, you press down firmly with your support leg, and then we come back down again. Try again, other side, reach it up. And come back down. So we just come up to that knee fold position. And again, next time, reach up, hold it. Take the hand to the knee, draw the leg to the outside, stand tall. Stretch the other hand out. Look to the outstretched hand if you can. Come back to the center and lower down. Rise up with the other leg. Take the hand to the knee. So we want to think about core engagement here, standing leg strong, and then you try to look to that outstretched hand as well. Really important to keep working on that balance. Taking the leg up again, and then this time lowering the arms but stretching the leg out. In breath, in, exhale, extend. Breathe. The next one, we're going to try and hold it out there. So you can either have the hands down by your sides or you could have the hand underneath the thigh. Keep that leg lifting. Coming back. Changing legs. Reach up. Knee fold and then extend. In breath. Really try and extend and contract through the quads here. Standing legs strong. The body stays still. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out to extend. Next time, you're going to try to hold it. Breathe. Good stuff. Come down. Take your feet so that they are hip distance a little bit wider. Okay, we're going to take it into squats. So we're going to do some proper squats. So feet, knees align. We send the hips back and come up. So as you come up, draw the chest open and the shoulders back. Maybe make some fists to create a little bit of tension there. Breathe. If you want to, as you come up, you could rise up onto your toes. So you do a squat down, rise up onto toes. Keep breathing. Chest is lifted, arms stretch out as you squat. Get that opposition, hips go back. Drive up, lift up through the heels, up onto the balls of the feet if you can. Otherwise, just keep the feet flat down. Breathe. So it's definitely starting to build that heat in the body. And then next time we go down, we're going to hold it. Do a little pulse. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, belly drawn in, 2, 1, pushing up. Take a little breather, step your left leg back. So we're going to do some lunges now. We're going to keep that focus going on that leg strength and endurance. Okay, so we're going to come down into lunge, reach up with the arms. Down into lunge. Back knee coming down, only as far as feels good for you. Back heel is up. Breathe. Breathe through the movement. Keep the back nice and straight. Keep that core engaged. Keep the neck long. Get that knee down as far as feels good for you. Watch your front knee, it's not pushing over your toe. So that knee directly above the ankle, ideally, front knee. Breathe. And next time we go down, see if you can just hold it. And just add a little pulse there. Hands can be stay up if they want, or go to hips. Breathe. And then come up. And take some breath. We're going to swap legs. Okay, as usual, I'll continue on that same leg. All right, so definitely feeling it this morning. So here we go. Come down to lunge and back up. Reach up, hands can come down. Reach up as we go to lunge. Keep that good form. Neck long, shoulders soft down the back, lots of space between ears and shoulders. Back knee down, as deep into that as feels good for you. Breathe. core, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Stay with your breath. Feel that work into the glutes, the thighs. Breathe. Keep that good form all the way. Front knee not pushing over the toe, back knee coming down towards the floor if you can. Couple more of those. Then we're going to hold it and we're going to pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up we come. Okay, good stuff. Step to the back of your mat. Okay, so from here, feet are hip distance apart, chin comes to chest, we roll down through your spine, breathing, and then roll back up again. So with this roll down, try not to let your hips stick out to the back, chin goes to chest, from the upper back, middle spine, draw the abdominals deep. Trying to get a little bit deeper stretch, roll back up. Breathe. And again, roll down. And then this time, start bending the knees. Let the hands rest on the feet, the legs, the floor. As you bend one leg, stretch out through the other. And then we're bending that right leg now, taking the left arm up. And open up on that side, lifting the sit bones up on the left side, change, bend the left leg, reach up with the right, and breathe. Come back, roll all the way up, reach those arms up, stretch to the ceiling, chin to chest, roll down over that big beach ball this time. Now walk your hands out. Take them to the front of the mat, come to down dog with the heels high, pulling the abdominals in. Pedal the heels up and down, roll the abdominals in, push the floor away. Keep lengthening out through your spine whilst opening up through your shoulders. Breathe. Come to high heel down dog, take a nice deep in breath. And on the out breath, stretch your heels down. On the in breath, high heels. And exhale, heels down. In breath, high heels. Exhale, heels down. Anytime you need to, take a breather from this, come down to your knees. So we're in down dog, lengthening out, opening up, breathing. We're shifting forwards to a high plank position. Okay, holding that position there, nice and strong. We're going to turn to a side plank position. So we can either do this with both knees off or take one knee down. Come back, switch sides. Reach up, open up. Again, we can reach up. We can also put a knee down. Come back to your high plank, push back to your down dog. Come to all fours if you need, taking a breath. We're going to step your right leg forwards as far as you can. Okay, in between the hands if you can. Work that foot up, lift the chest. So the right leg is forward, so that means the right hand's going to come up. And the left heel stays up. Breathe. Bring both hands back. Take this left leg now and try lifting it up, that right leg. And then we're going to come through and we're going to tuck, but we're not going to tuck too much. We're going to keep things still. Exhale, knee comes in. In breath back, tuck. In breath lift, shift the weight, tuck. In breath lift, tuck. One more. Take a rest where you need, or come to your down dog. Draw the abdominals in, breathing nice and deep. We're stepping your left foot forwards now, where you can, in between those hands. Stretch your right leg away, lift your chest, take your left hand up, then open up. Rotate through that middle spine, breathe. Come back, take this left leg, lift it up, bring it through, tuck, keep your belly strong. In breath and tuck, in breath, stretch, exhale, tuck, tighten everything up. tuck, lift, tuck, 2 more, lift, stretch, tuck, lift, tuck, come to down dog, stretch it out, draw the head further through the shoulders, come down to your knees and stretch it back into your child's posture, taking some breath. Okay. Take the hands nice and wide, okay? Shift the weight forwards, ready for some press up. So the knees can stay down. You want to have the chest in line with the shoulders, the head well forwards of the hands. You could also bring the heels up, or you could tuck the toes under. And then we do our press up wherever we're at, and breath down, push. Good to work on the strength all the time. Whatever you're doing, body stays nice and still. In, breath down, exhale, press. Long in the neck. If your legs are long, strong in the thighs, pelvis, deep abdominals. Don't let the hips dip. Don't stick the bum up. Keep that good form. Really work through the chest, shoulders, back to the arms. 2 more. And then come back. Take a breather there. Get some breath. Excellent. Come down onto your forearms to take the weight off of your wrists. Take your feet back the width of the mat and hold it in a low plank. Draw the abdominals in. If that's too much, knees down. Hold it lightly on the floor. So wherever we're at, we're going to start tapping the knees down. So we're either tapping knees down, or if the knees are down already, we're stretching one leg away. Keep that breath going. And then we're going to hold it. And then from here, we're going to twist. We're going to take the hips down, one side, and then the other. Knees could be down here. So twist, make sure you keep adjusting your feet. Abs strong. Breathe. Get as much range as you can. Abs pulled in all the way. Work through the side of your abdominal wall here. Come back to hold it. If you need a rest, have a rest. Breathe. So we've either got knees down or not. Lift a leg, tap it down. Lift, tap, lift, tap, swap legs. Lift, tap, the body stays still. We're going to change legs. Lift, tap, abs pulled in. Keep the leg long, we're swapping again. Send the heel away. Breathe. We're going to swap 3 times on each leg. Keep kicking high. Remember the knee is down where you need. Changing. Last time. Arms nice and strong. And then come to hold it. And then come down. And take some breath. Stretch it out into your child's posture. Deep breaths. I'm definitely knowing about it this morning. Okay, we're going to come to hands and knees position. Draw the belly in. Breathe. Step your right leg back. Pull the abdominals in. Take your left arm. Thread it under. Okay, feel that range. And then inhale, stretch up. You want more challenge? Lift the back leg as you lower down. Okay, only do that if you're feeling in control. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to thread. Back leg can lift if you want. Otherwise, just remains on the floor. Focus on getting that rotation. And one more. And release. So you can either come to child's posture or take it to down dog. Draw your belly in and breathe. Okay, come up to a high kneeling position. All right. And then have your knees, your hips, and your arms stretched out. We're going back to thigh stretch. So we're going to lean back, come back forwards on the in. Stretch back, try not to hunch up through your shoulders. Breathe out to stretch back, in to come forwards. Keep breathing. Go back as deep into this as you can, but keep a nice strong line from your shoulders, your hips, your knees, not sending your bum down to your heels. Breathe. Stay with your breath. Keep reaching the arms away, so we've got that opposition every time. Keep in good form. Relax the neck, the shoulders. And one more. And then come back to hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Set yourself up there. Step your left leg back, okay? Keep the body still, draw the belly in, track the right arm through, bending the left elbow, head goes down, and then reach up. Inhale. Lift the back leg if you want, and I'll lower it as you reach up. Exhale through, and inhale up. Keep everything switched on, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Remember to keep that foot down on the floor. Better to keep good form and really work to condition the body properly, rather than trying too much and then losing control. So all about that control, breath, movement, engagement of core. We're keeping the body nice and still. Elsewhere, trying to get as much range through the thoracic spine in this thread of the needle. Last one. Release and either come to down dog or child's posture. Take some breath. Come back to knees again, to high kneeling. Okay. So remember, at any point you need to take a breather, reach the arms up this time. We're going to go back to thigh stretch, and then we're going to reach one arm away. Adding that rotation, we come back to the top inhale, and then we come back to thigh stretch, fingers stretching apart and twist. So we lift. We go back to thigh stretch and hold it. We take that twist there if we can. Otherwise, don't worry about the twist, just do the thigh stretch. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. In breath to lift. Exhale to go back. Inhale to twist. Exhale forward, inhale, lift. Stretch the hands away. Feel that work into those thighs. Keep the hip bones pushing forwards. Breathe. Lift. Long in the neck. We're going to do one more each side. Okay, make these your best ones. Lots of rotation. Lots of range. And then come to that high kneeling and step your right leg forwards. Okay, send the left leg away. Breathe. Take some breath there, stretching that back leg away. Feel that stretch down through the hip flexors. Release the hands, and now lift the arms up and open up. Breathe. We're going to continue to go back by straightening out through the front leg. I'm going to sweep your right hand behind, taking it towards your left foot. We're going to reach up the left hand. And then we're going to come back. Place the hand, left hand on the outside of your right thigh and twist. Hold it there or lift your left foot if you can and pull. Adding the twist, adding the reach, more stretch, hip flexors. Front thigh, release to straighten the front leg and draw the chest down. Okay, toes towards, heels away. So keep active through the front thigh to open up the back of the knees. We're going to bring the foot back and we're going to step that foot to the outside of your mat for pigeon. So that means the right knee comes down towards the right hand. We stretch the left leg away. If you're not liking this, and you know you don't like it in your knees, then lie on your back for figure of 4. So if we're able to, we're staying up in this pigeon stretch. Okay, sinking the hips, lifting the chest, stretching the back leg. If it's okay, you stretch forwards, and you breathe. If it's okay still, you reach your right arm forwards and take your left arm under, and you breathe. Keep reaching away with all those limbs. Come back with a hand and lift the chest. And then from here, you can either go back child's posture or you can come to downward facing dog. Take some breath, draw the belly in, hips high and down dog, or you're breathing deep and wide into your ribs in your child's posture. So we're back to knees again, high kneeling, okay? We're gonna step your left foot forwards. Nice and long to send the right knee away, making sure the right knee is comfortable. Both hands on that front leg, sinking down, feeling that stretch into the back leg. Reach the arms up if you want a little bit more. Continue then to reach back, sweep the left hand down, working towards your left heel if possible. And lift the right arm up and feel that deeper stretch again into that back leg. Come back forwards. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Reach round, twist, hold, breathe. Deeper still, lift the back foot. And twist. And breathe. Release that, and now straighten out through the left leg. Toes up, heels pushing away. As you draw your body down, hands floor or leg. And breathe. Draw the chest down, opening up through the back of the knee, lengthening out through the hamstrings. And then bringing that foot back, stepping it to the right side of your mat. If you're doing pigeon, letting the knee come down towards the left hand. And then stretching the right leg away, lifting the chest, sinking the hips. Otherwise, figure of 4 lying on your back, left foot into right side of the hips and pulling the right leg off the floor. Deeper still in your pigeon, you're lying down, stretching forwards, breathing. And if you want it deeper still, the right arm goes under, and you reach the left arm forwards, the right arm stretching, and the right leg stretching. So opening up those hips. Bring the hands back, lift the chest. Once again, down dog if you want, otherwise, child's posture. Take some breath, draw the abdominals deep, wherever you're at. And then we're going to come down to lie on your front. Okay, so come down, take the hands underneath the shoulders, stretch the toes away, and lift the nose and the chin to look forwards. As you do that, squeeze your elbows, your shoulder blades in, and then just gently lift. Not too much, focus on lifting the chest, sending the breastbone forwards, keeping the hips down, and lower back down. Keep breathing, lift the nose, the chin, the chest, and maybe get a little bit more range. Try not to hunch up through your shoulders, stay with your breath. And once more, lift the nose and the chin and the chest, and come up. So open up through the front of the body and working those back extensors. As we come down, you're going to lift those feet up, and then we're going to lift back up. So we drop down and we watch that we don't whack the head. The feet come up. We use those hands, get a bit more range. Exhale down, inhale up. And then come down and stretch your arms out. Okay, reaching them out. And then from here, we're either going to lift all those limbs together, or you could lift alternate limbs, right arm, left leg. Holding it for a few breaths, and then come back down. And lift, hold for a few breaths, stretch the arms away, or alternate limbs, and you should be changing, coming down. So we can either do alternate limbs, and in the time that those of us that are doing the doubles, you're going to be doing One of each. Let's go again. Lift. Don't strain the neck. Stretch the fingers, stretch the toes. Come back down. Last time. Lift. And then release the arms out to the side. Take the head to one side and take some breath. Now sweep the arms behind, interlace your fingers, stretch, open the chest, lift the feet if you want, and breathe. And then from there, place your left arm forwards, take your right heel up and reach for your foot. Draw your knees together. That's too much. Lying on your side to do the same thing. Try and draw those knees together. Hip bones pushing either into the mat or pushing forwards if you're on your side. Drawing that heel up, releasing, swapping hands, swapping legs. Again, on your side or on your front. Breathe. So we're either going to do opposite legs again, or we're doing both together. So if you've got both together, then we try to develop that. So we try to lift the knees, lift the chest, press the feet into the hands into the feet. If you've got it all going on, bit of rock and rolling, breathing, opening up, and then release. And push it back into child's posture. Take some breath there. Stretch your back. And then come around to sitting on the floor. Okay, so we're going to sit down on the floor with the feet hip distance apart. We're going to take the hands behind, okay, fingertips facing forwards, and we're going to lift the hips up off the floor to come to a tabletop position. All right, I'm going to hold that. Keep the hips lifting, inner thighs squeezing. Breathe. Then we come down. And then from here, we're going to lift the feet off the floor and see if we can reach the arms away. If you can go deeper than this, you're going to extend your legs and breathe. Come back down. Place the feet hip distance apart. Knees flexed, hands come behind again. Fingers facing forwards if you can, otherwise if you don't like that, turn the wrists around. Lift the hips up to your tabletop. Breathe. This time stretch a leg out. Lift that leg. Breathing. And then come down. We'll do the other leg in a sec. So you come down, you lift your feet off the floor, draw the belly in, come back. Stretching the arms away if you can, otherwise take the hands behind the knees. Further still, lift the legs up into your boat posture or teaser in Pilates. Breathing. Come back down, feet hip distance apart. Take the hands behind again. Lift up, tabletop. This time the other leg goes out and lift and lower. Keep the hips lifting, pushing the floor away, keep breathing. And come back down. Once again, if you've got it in you, drawing in, sitting tall, pulling the abs in, take the feet off the floor, stretch the legs, stretch the arms, sorry, and if you can, extend the legs. Breathe. Come down, the legs long this time, and then see if you can try to come up, not to tabletop, but to reverse plank. If this feels like it's going to be too much for you, then bend the legs again, tabletop. So lift. Head can go back if that feels okay. You're holding that, and you're breathing. Coming down, and then this time we'll come down to lying on the floor. And we're going to stretch the legs away and the arms away and scoop the belly in into this hollowed out position. Reaching, breathing. We're going to exhale and sweep the arms and tuck in. And then on the in-breath, we're going to come back to this hollow. We're going to hold. Then we're going to sweep round. And then in-breath away. And then sweep. And then reach. and then sweep, and then reach, and then sweep, and then reach, exhale, tuck, inhale, reach, exhale, tuck, inhale, reach. Last time. And then hug those knees in and stretch your left leg long on the floor. Push your heel away and then work your hands up this right leg and pull in. It's too much with that left leg long on the floor, then bend the knee. So hamstring stretch here, breathe. Okay, now try lifting the left leg off the floor, pulling in and change. So we can double leg stretch. No, we're not. We're doing a hamstring pull. So we're curled up. Legs stay long. Then keep the left leg up now. Take the right leg to the floor. And then the head can come up towards the knee. Walk the hands up as far as you can. Pulling in. If you don't like the right leg long, then bend that right leg. Breathe. And then release. Hug your knees to your chest and roll up. And we're going to take the legs out as wide as we can. All right, so good old stretch for the inner thigh muscles. Okay, adductors. Sit nice and tall and breathe. Okay. Take your hands down your legs and then reach down, drawing the chest down. And breathing. Toes up. And legs rolling out. External rotation through the thighs there. So open up. You're going to walk the hands over to your left side, so your right side. Reach down. Breathe. And then to the other side. And reach down. And then come back to the center. Again, hands either leg and stretch it down. If you're able to, you take your hands as low down your legs or your feet. Pull on the legs or the feet and draw the chest forwards. And breathe. If you want to work on this more, all you just got to do is just sit down, watch TV or work with your laptop or whatever you're doing, but just, constantly work to open up a little bit there just to get those hips opened up. Breathing. And then release. And then we'll bring those feet back in. Give them a little shake out. Bring the feet up a little bit wider than hip, and then take the knees down. And as we bring the knees down, let's sweep one arm around, and then the other side. So you get a little bit of work, a little bit more rotation into the middle spine, work into the shoulders. Breathe. Okay, and release. And we'll just come back down onto your back. Hug the knees into your body, okay? And just take your arms out to the side, tucking your chin in. Stretch the fingers away. And take the knees to your right side. And now look over to your left hand. And breathe. Come back and do the opposite side, left side. And then look to your right. And breathe. Coming back, keep the knees in, the feet off the floor, bend the elbows. And then push the hands away a little bit. So just open up the chest a little bit more. Now take the right leg over your left. If you're able to hook your right foot underneath your left calf, do that. Go to your right and look to your left. Breathe. Come back and change. So we're going to hook the left leg over the right. And now we're going to go to the left. And look to the right. And breathe. And release. And bring those feet down to the floor, getting hold of the feet. Tuck the heels in. And just peel up. So if you're able to, keep holding your ankles. If not, interlace your fingers. And lift the chest, lift the hips, lift the knees, send the knees away, squeeze through the inner thighs. And breathe. and then release. And come back down, hugging the knees in. Roll yourself up, crossing your legs. Keep the legs crossed there if that feels okay for you. Reach those hands forwards, stretching down, feel that stretch into the hips. Breathe. And as you come up, take your left hand to your right knee, take your right hand behind and twist. Breathing. And change. And now swing around onto your hands, under your shoulders, and your knees underneath your hips. Draw your abdominals in, and we'll do a cat stretch. So we'll look up first. As you do that, inhale, send your tailbone away, arch your spine. Exhale, tuck your tailbone around your back. Breathe. Inhale away, look up. Exhale into cat, scoop the belly round the back. And inhale away. And exhale to cat. And release. Take your hands to the front of the mat, tuck your toes and lift your hips. Pull the belly in and lengthen out into down dog. Breathe. Push the floor away, lengthen through the spine, open up through the shoulders. Now walk your hands to your feet. Tuck your head in and roll up. Restack that spine. And then come to standing. All right, nice and tall. All right, so let's just take your right hand up. We'll just do a little side bend there, lateral stretch, stretch over, tracking the other hands down. And then let's change, reach up, and then down. And then release. Take the hands to the small of the back. Okay, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And then just turn the head one side. And the other. And then chin to chest. And again, chin to chest. And then release. And just give everything a little shake out. And then we'll finish there. All right, good stuff. Sun's come out.